Well, hello everybody. Happy Friday, Friday edition of Keen on the Market, market recap and unusual option activity report. What a snooze. I literally watched paint dry all day today. Kind of caught up on a lot of stuff that I've been putting on the back burner, administrative stuff, because there was really nothing to trade. I got short yesterday on this big bar. I identified this short sweet spot opportunity up here, and we're still holding our short call. Again, we're not financial advisors. We cannot tell you how to trade. We can only tell you how we trade our money. I have different levels of stop loss placement. A little bit of it is right above the recent high. A little bit of it is a little bit further out above the cloud. Overall, I'm pretty short going into the weekend, and I feel totally fine about it. Today in the dailies, we got a little bit of a Hiromi. It's kind of interesting where we actually found support, because to me, there's really nothing indicating possible support where we bounce, so it's kind of a curious spot. If we go into the 5-minute, you can see that watching reruns was probably more exciting than what happened today. The only real pattern that was happening was this triangle pattern. I actually thought it was going to break to the downside. I want to see if it actually hit the measure move price target, which it did. You could see that measuring the top of the triangle to the bottom and then extending it out of the apex gives us the price target that we hit right before the close, and we had a sell-off. So nothing really to report in the SPOOs. Still holding short. The euro, again, was a little bit wilder today. This is why I thought the SPOOs would actually sell off. We had a nice sell signal here at 925 bar. I actually did not take this trade. Was a little frustrated with the euro's action over the last few days, so I'm just putting it in the penalty box. You can see that it just kind of drifted sideways the rest of the day. Again, not really much to report. A little bit more bearish of a setup on the dailies than the SPOO. It actually is not quite a Hiromi. It's just a small narrow range candle beneath the that made newer lows. So it's a little bit more bearish on the euro than the ES Mini. Crude, actually a nice little rip roar day. I thought we'd get a little bit more follow through from this key level. We actually got a buy signal here at 10 o'clock. Rallied pretty big, and it actually double topped here at the end of the day. So crude actually showing some support after it broke out to the downside. If it breaks up higher and gets back into that range, it does have a chance to maybe reestablish that support level. But right now, I don't have too much hope for crude, even though Exxon is pretty much raging and not really being that correlated. Quick checkup on the GLD. We found a little bit of support in this range that we were previously in through March. Again, I'm still holding, very patient to try to be bullish gold. I needed to get up and above the Kumo cloud here at 156, 157.50. And then I'll be pretty much getting aggressively long gold. The seasonal low for gold is coming up soon, if not already in. So I'm really looking for possible buy breakaways for entering in a gold trade. Last chart I want to go over on the dailies was TYX. We're testing that key trend line again. We had this false breakout on the 20th, and we actually, settled on the low of the day or the high of the day, considering what you look at yields or bond prices. And we could be getting towards another breakout. We need to get up and over, both the Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen to really get some momentum, and then a test of the cloud, I think, is in our near future. So rates are actually starting to show, short-term trend reversals, and I'm happy to see that because I'm kind of an interest rate bull, bond bear. Let's go over some unusual option activity. Andrew should be back on Monday, bright and early, so he'll be here and able to go over a lot more of the options flow. A couple of the key things I saw today was 79,000 EFA August 53 calls traded for about 23 cents. This is only 2.3 times unusual volume, but I really thought this was pretty significant, pretty large order. pretty bullish order. This is at the 53 strike, so it's pretty far out of the money, but still pretty big money there. Paper actually sold 11,000 ARNA, A-R-N-A, July 5 puts for about 59 cents. And what's interesting about ARNA is today we had this crazy action today in this candle. It's actually a couple days or the day before the announcement. So maybe the announcement got leaked or there's some insider information going on. The volatility actually did not go down in any of these options. So, I don't know if this is someone taking profits in a thin market or if it's just some craziness before the drug announcement. So that's pretty bullish activity in ARNA. The stock was trading 10.07 at the time. So someone came in and stepped in and tried to get bullish, right at the 5 line. Another big order today. 50,000 JCPenney November 17 puts. They traded for 96 cents. This is 4.8 times unusual volume, right when the stock was trading 22.59. So there's a big bottom picker right here. 50,000 puts. Usually that's pretty bullish sign that someone is willing to get long using the sale of puts. Again, this is at the 17 strike, so they don't technically get long till a lot lower, but that's big money coming in and saying that they're going to put their stake in the ground and make a line in the sand. The last one I want to talk about is the HNR. Paper sold 6,000 HNR puts, July 7.5 puts for about 30 cents. So as this thing roared to the upside, huge gap, paper came in and said, I want to get long right here at the 750 level for 30 cents. This is 16.9 unusual times volume. So I think this is pretty significant bullish paper. They're saying that they want the stock to stay above the 7.5 line, even go down a little bit sideways, not necessarily go up, and they still make money. So that's your unusual option activity report. Again, Andrew will be back Monday bright and early. If you guys want to get in and take a peek into the trading room, I would suggest doing that next week when he's up and ripping and roaring. He's probably going to be shooting from the hip. I know he's been not trading for a couple of days, so there's going to be plenty of action. Email sales@keenonthemarket.com. You can follow me at AlexKOTM. Thanks. Have a good weekend.